Look at the sky above you. To the naked eye, it looks like a fixed ceiling.
But in reality, we are standing on a tiny rock, floating in an infinite ocean of stars. Science tells us this universe is a cosmic accident, a byproduct of chaos.
We are here by a cosmic accident, as I've tried to show.
They say the Big Bang was a random spark.
Because there are laws, such as gravity, the universe can, and will, create itself from nothing.
But they cannot explain the order that followed. But there is a chapter in the Quran so profound, so rhythmic, and so heavy
that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, called it the heart of the Quran.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Yasin wal Qur'anil Hakim. Innaka laminal mursalin ala siratin mustaqim.
This is Surah Yaseen.
Today, we journey through its secrets from the dusty streets of ancient Makkah to the very edges of the Day of Judgment.
We will see why this surah is the ultimate scale of truth and why it makes the hearts of the arrogant tremble.
The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was preaching a message to us that with every hardship comes ease and that faith lights our path.
But the Quraysh were drowning in their pride. An aristocrat of Makkah, full of ego and stained with the blood of his own injustices.
Quraysh picks up a piece of a rotting human bone from a grave.
He crushes it between his fingers until it turns into a fine gray powder and blows it into the wind right in front of the Prophet's face. He laughs with a cold, piercing mockery and asks,
"O Muhammad, who could possibly give life to these decomposed remains? Who could bring back what the earth has already swallowed?"
In that moment of total disrespect, the heavens responded.
The answer wasn't a complex scientific formula that would change over time. It was a logic so pure, so undeniable,
that it silenced the entire gathering.
وضرب لنا مثلا ونسي خلقه قال من يحيي العظام وهي رميم قل يحييها الذي أنشأها أول مرة وهو بكل خلق عليم.
قال من يحيي العظام وهي رميم. Tell him, he says, who will give life to the bones while they are disintegrated? قل يحييها الذي أنشأها أول مرة. He will give them life who created them the first time. وهو بكل خلق عليم. And he is all-knowing of every creation. Think about that logic. If the architect built the palace once from nothing, then he can do so again.
If he designed the intricate pathways of your veins and the neural networks of your brain from a single drop,
why do you doubt? He can renovate it from the dust. He knows every detail of every creation. He is the master of the original blueprint.
But why did the people of Makkah refuse to see the truth? It wasn't because the message was unclear. It wasn't because the signs were weak. Then what was it?
The Quran gives a terrifying spiritual diagnosis. It says,
إِنَّا جَعَلْنَا فِي أَعْنَاقِهِمْ أَغْلَالًا فَهِيَ إِلَى الْأَذْقَانِ فَهُمْ مَغْمَحُونَ. We have put shackles on their necks, and they are to their chins, so their heads are forced up. Imagine a man with iron collars around his neck, so thick, so high, that his head is forced upward.
He cannot look down at the reality of his own feet. He cannot bow his head in humility. He is trapped in a posture of arrogance.
So the prison is not around him. It is within him? Exactly, he is a prisoner of his own pride. But couldn't someone guide him? Allah tells us, وَجَعَلْنَا مِن بَيْنِ أَيْدِيهِمْ سَدًّا وَمِنْ خَلْفِهِمْ سَدًّا فَأَغْشَيْنَاهُمْ فَهُمْ لَا يُبْصِرُونَ. And we have placed before them a barrier and behind them a barrier and covered them, so they do not see.
They are surrounded?
Wrapped in a veil of our own making. Truth stands before us, but we cannot see it. And what about warnings?
وَسَوَاءٌ عَلَيْهِمْ أَأَنذَرْتَهُمْ أَمْ لَمْ تُنذِرْهُمْ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. And it is all the same for them whether you warn them or do not warn them. They will not believe.
Their pride has become their prison. Yes, the message was clear, the signs were visible, but a locked heart that cannot receive light. The real danger is not blindness of the eyes, it is blindness of the heart.
Now, let us travel to a different time and place, to the legendary city of Antioch.
This is the story of a man history remembers as Habib al-Najjar.
He wasn't a king with a crown or a prophet with a staff.
He was a simple man, a carpenter, a commoner with a heart made of pure gold. The city was in a state of spiritual emergency. 3 messengers had been sent by God to guide them, but the city leaders were plotting a massacre. They accused the messengers of bringing bad luck, of causing the droughts and the famines.
Our city was prosperous before you arrived. Since you came, drought has struck. Crops have failed. We did not bring drought. We brought warning. We are sent to you.
Sent? By whom?
By the Lord who created you. Blasphemy! Our fathers worshipped these gods!
Your fathers were human, not divine. Truth is not inherited, it is recognized.
You claim heaven sent you. Where is your proof?
Our proof is clear speech. We ask no payment from you. We seek no throne.
Lies! You are a curse upon this city! You bring back!
Your misfortune is from yourselves.
If you do not stop, we will stone you.
Our duty is only to convey the message.
Suddenly, a man is seen running from the farthest, most remote part of the city. Habib didn't wait for the news to reach him. He went to find the truth. He didn't give a long academic lecture.
He stood before the angry mob and offered one undeniable piece of logic.
O my people, follow those who ask no reward from you. These men are not asking for your gold, they are not asking for your power. They only want your salvation. Why would they lie if they have nothing to gain?
Habib's words were met with stones and boots. The crowd turned on him with a demonic fury. As they were trampling his body, as his life was slipping away, the Quran shifts the scene. It doesn't focus on the blood or the pain. It shows the immediate transition of a believer. It was said to him, "Enter paradise." And in that moment of ultimate victory, looking back at the very people who were at that moment killing him, he didn't feel a drop of revenge. He didn't wish for their destruction. He sighed with a heart full of mercy. I wish my people knew how my Lord has forgiven me and placed me among the honored ones.
واضرب لهم مثلا أصحاب القرية إذ جاءها المرسلون إذ أرسلنا إليهم 2 فكذبوهما فعززنا بثالث فقالوا إنا إليكم مرسلون قالوا ما أنتم إلا بشر مثلنا وما أنزل الرحمن من شيء إن أنتم إلا تكذبون قالوا ربنا يعلم إنا إليكم لمرسلون وما علينا إلا البلاغ المبين قالوا إنا تطيرنا بكم لئن لم تنتهوا لنرجمنكم وليمسنكم منا عذاب أليم قالوا طائركم معكم أئن ذكرتم بل أنتم قوم مسرفون وجاء من أقصى المدينة رجل يسعى قال يا قوم اتبعوا المرسلين اتبعوا من لا يسألكم أجرا وهم مهتدون وما لي لا أعبد الذي فطرني وإليه ترجعون أأتخذ من دونه آلهة إن يردني الرحمن بضر لا تغن عني شفاعتهم شيئا ولا ينقذون إني إذا لفي ضلال مبين إني آمنت بربكم فاسمعون قيل ادخل الجنة قال يا ليت قومي يعلمون بما غفر لي ربي وجعلني من المكرمين.
This is the peak of sincerity. This is why the surah is called the heart.
But what happened to the city that rejected him? Did Allah send a fleet of angels? Did he send a storm of fire? No. The Quran says, "We did not send down any army from heaven, nor was there any need to.
وما أنزلنا على قومه من بعده من جند من السماء وما كنا منزلين